Extending Di Maria, yes or no? Simple question that I will try to answer in today's video, at least my own opinion, and then presenting you the new number 16 of the first team of Juventus, but we'll have to talk also about other things, especially the youth, because it's trendy, because we're all talking about them, but this time it's really new. It's not only with words, but also with facts, and then I will try to answer you why I really want to win the Scudetto already this year. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well and prepare for today's video where I told you Angel Di Maria, the new number 16 Youth Academy, why I want to win the Scudetto. We start immediately for the people that were already missing football because the World Cup ended. For the ones that are still missing Juventus a lot, well, in the meanwhile, we played our first friendly versus Arsenal. I repeat, it was in their home versus 75% of their starter team. We were playing with a third division team and we won 2-0. Well, this time we'll have to play two friendlies that Juventus announced yesterday on Twitter and on their site. The first one will be versus the Croatian team Rijeka on the 22nd, so on Thursday, this Thursday, and that's really great. We play in the afternoon at 2 p.m. Italian time, so wake up quite early. Unfortunately, there will be no supporters. Fortunately and luckily, it will be on television, so you will be able to watch it. I know that a lot of people are already asking, Beppe, will we be able to watch our guys? I can't tell you where yet, but it will be on television. And then we have another game on the 30th, so one day before the end of the year, versus Standard de Liège, Belgian team that will travel also them in the Allianz Stadium, this time 2:30 with the open for supporters in the stands, so obviously it will also be transmitted on television. Two games of Juventus, the first one with a lot of youth academy product, and it's great because we want to test them, who is ready to make the jump to the first team or can help if we need them. It's really great for Allegri, the Allegri boys that we will speak about, but also important to understand that we will play in the afternoon. Why? Because in the evening it's just cold. It's just cold. Today, attenzione, because Juventus could potentially reveal who is the new esport team. We are speaking about FIFA. Attenzione, for the people that loves esport, Juventus entering FIFA 23 with an official team. That can be a great one, so stay tuned for today's news about esport. We start with the one that took over Juventus, impressing them in a few moments where he received that opportunity. So it was not a lot of opportunities, but the one that he had, he showed that he deserved it. Contract was about to end with Iling Junior. We renewed his contract until 2025. Signature on the paper announced by Juventus, but also really important, Juventus writing, he will permanently be promoted to the first team. Really great, I tell you. We started with the words 2027, then it went to 2026, it went to 2025. Actually, I'm a bit sad that it's only until 2025 because it's not that far away. But anyway, it's good because we are not taking too much risk. Iling Junior, also him, is not taking too much risk because we didn't see Iling Junior at the moment since the start of a game for a few games in a row. This Iling Junior, we still need to discover him. So in a way, I kind of understand also for him securing himself, because probably he's renewing with a quite low salary because he has been promoted. These are the benefits also for Juventus, not paying crazy money for people that are just arriving at the big stage, but maybe that did a really great World Cup and that you will have already to pay 2.5 or 3 million euro salary. Well, Iling Junior promoted from our home, from our youth academy, will be a lot more beneficial in terms of finance, and that's why probably we have a shorter contract, but a really important one, especially with the words promoted definitely to the first team. Who are the Allegri boys, as Gazzetta dello Sport was talking about yesterday? Well, we have a few of them. We have Iling Junior, because he's the one that is really hot at the moment, but there are a lot of other people. Mulazzi, that is not on that page, but Mulazzi that will soon be announced for the renewal, and the next in line is Barbieri that is impressing everyone. A player that I watch since really long time in third division with the youth academy, that not always was really consistent. He's able to give you fantastic games and then horrible games. In the last 6 months, the growth of Tommaso Barbieri is exceptional Arsenal and also impressing Massimiliano Allegri. That's one. Riccio, Alessandro Pio Riccio, fantastic game versus Arsenal. He surprised me a lot. We have Enzo Barrenechea that didn't surprise me during the game versus Arsenal. Actually, he didn't perform that great, but the guy has talent. He's ready. He's really, really good. We have Joseph Nongue Buende that I already talked about from Anderlecht. We have Leonardo Cerri and Emanuele Zuelli. Who is Emanuele Zuelli? You will tell me, Beppe. Well, my great news is that yesterday I was on Twitch live together with my co-host. It was Enrico Zambruno, the voice, Italian voice of the games of Juventus. But then you see below in the picture, you see Emanuele Zuelli, 21 years old, the number 8 of our next gen team. He came 2 seasons ago from Chievo Verona, so it's not one that grew in all the youth academy. Yesterday we had like 45 minutes, 50 minutes talk and dialogue with him, with a lot of questions from the chat, but also from me to him, where he said that he was really impressed in training session by Di Maria, and last year also by Paulo Dybala, these guys with an incredible technique. He spoke about the fact that that shirt that he put the first time on in a friendly game, but with the first team versus Arsenal with the number 54, he already washed it and he will frame it so that he will take it care a lot of time. Spoke about a lot of things. What impressed him a lot from Juventus when he arrived were all the training center. Juventus that is doing everything also for the youth academy so that they can perform as much as possible. Grazie Allegri. Thank you Allegri is the word of Ricci, really important, but also Barbieri. In that way we are learning, and that's important when you will hear about young people that will sometimes make mistakes. They are still learning, so pay attention to that. One that is learning but not at Juventus, away from Juve, is our friend Rovella at Monza. He's learning and working to come back to Juventus. Hopefully this can happen in the future. He's also saying how much Allegri is taking care about him, taking news about him, calling him how he's doing, yes or no. At a certain moment he received a red card, Allegri called him, so it's really great also to see the follow-up by Juventus. Rovella that could arrive at Juventus next season with Paredes going out. By the way, pay attention Paredes, because during the tour with the bus of Argentina he was about to lose his head. If you didn't see it, watch it, it will be viral in a few hours. Anyway, we have to speak about the next one in line. I already told you, Iling Junior already renewed, Mulazzi is the next one, and Barbieri ready for a new deal. This was reported by Romeo Agresti. We start immediately now with Corriere dello Sport, and these are the things that makes me really angry. I don't understand. Napoli, Raspadori, Scudetto per Diego, Scudetto for Diego. Who? Diego Armando Maradona. I don't understand it. Why? The Scudetto is for you, it's for the people of Napoli, the supporters, for Spalletti, for De Laurentiis. What about Diego? I don't understand it. Guys, it was there in the 90s. We are already 30 years later. Scudetto per Diego. Like all the Napoli fans that were out, they were singing and they were celebrating Argentina winning that World Cup as if it was Italy. Well, I really don't understand it. Was I happy for Argentina? Yes. Would it would have been France? I would have been happy as well, because it was a really great, fantastic game. Then going out and celebrating with all the people from my hometown, I don't understand it. Especially if I have 0 players. Not even Simeone was called up for Argentina. So they don't even have 1 player. Scudetto for Diego. Mamma mia, I hope they lose it. I hope they lose it, especially because during this celebration for Argentina, they were jumping with Chi non salta Juventino è. Who is not jumping is a Juventino. They see really bad things about Juventus everywhere. Any occasion to mock and criticize Juventus, they are able to do it. So I don't want them to win the Scudetto. Anyway, we continue with another one that makes me even more angry, is our ex-capitano, Gianluca Vialli, that is really doing really bad, because he was transferred to a hospital of London in last night, I believe. So unfortunately his health condition are a bit more serious than in the beginning, so hopefully he will do well. Hopefully he can recover from that. Let's see, let's following up. You know, Gianluca Vialli is a really important guy from my past, from my football, even if before he was with Juventus at Sampdoria, a legend of calcio. Well, I saw yesterday Mancini at the funerals of Mihailovic. I don't want Mancini the next coming day to be at the next funeral of Gianluca Vialli. That was his teammate at Sampdoria, but also they won Euro 2020 with Italy together. Now we speak about Di Maria, guys. Transition. We speak about Tutto Sport that is saying Di Maria, ora anche con la Juve. Tutto Sport, Di Maria now also with Juventus. What also with Juventus? Well, the same performances that he did and at the World Cup in the first game, the second game, but also in the final with these 64 minutes that were incredible from El Fideo Di Maria. The first tweet that I said about Di Maria was, I hope I can have Di Maria like this at Juventus for the rest of the season, because we just had a flashes of Di Maria, the first game versus Sassuolo, that triple or that hat-trick of assist versus Maccabi Haifa, that assist for Dusan Vlahovic in Serie A. I want more. I want that Di Maria, the Di Maria that made me dream during the summer, the one that I really wanted to come to Juve, to be a leader, a mentor, a maestro for these young kids. Like yesterday, Zuelli that said Di Maria impressed me so much in training center. Well, these guys are icons. Allegri really wanted him to increase that technique on the field, these skills that we are missing because Dybala went away. Well, a lot of injuries, the red card, disaster start of the season for Di Maria, except of some flashes. We need to see him. Well, ora con la Juve, this is what we are asking now with Juventus. Di Maria in Gazzetta dello Sport is also thinking about something, or at least they are reporting the fact that yes, now we want that Di Maria until the season, until the end of the season, because Juventus, they would even want to extend possibly one more year the contract of Di Maria. At the moment, we don't even speak about it. It's an idea. Why? To continue with the technique and maybe finally seeing the champions that we saw with Argentina also with Juve. My opinion is, at the moment you don't do anything. You let him come back from Argentina after the celebration and you let him try to win with Juventus, because he wants to win something in Italy with Juventus, because he wants to make his palmarès even grower and bigger after France, after Portugal, after Spain, after now with Argentina. He also wants to win in Italy. He was not able to do it with Manchester United. He wants to do it in Italy. Let him fight. Let him show that we trust him. Let him take the leadership of that offensive side. At the end of the year, you check, where are we? The injuries, are they gone? Yes or no? What about the motivation? Yes or no? What about the salary? What can we do? What can't we do? What do you want to do? Well, this is actually something that we have to speak in the last month, maybe speaking about it in May, but absolutely not now. I would really love to see Di Maria together with us also in 23-24, but of course I want the Di Maria that we saw some flashes with Argentina, the one versus Maccabi Haifa, the one versus Sassuolo, and not the one versus Monza, and not the one that was at J Medical. Anyway, this was it for me for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, because guys, I know that at the moment there is an overload of football news with the World Cup, with a lot of channels, with this, while Juventus at the moment not being able to play competitive game is a bit put aside. Well, guys, Juventini, we are back. We are back.